This ain't luck. This is destiny. It was God's plan for me to be the one to lead the way. I was starving in the trenches, had to find a way to pay. Now we flying private jets, I'm seeing sun through all the gray. I'm keeping focus on the mission, I ain't got no time to play. It's God's plan, I'm just walking in my purpose. I know they wanna see.
What up, great ones?
They scratching at the
It's May 17th, 2026, 8:15. Fresh off the field, kicking it with Coach Steph Brown, CBFW, Yellow Jackets. You all know they can't be fucked with. Putting in that blood, putting in that sweat, putting in them tears on the gridiron. Focus entirely on providing the young kings of our community with the practical living example of the glorified Christ, as well as what it means to be a kingdom man, serving his community. Y'all know, we getting in them cleats and out the streets. It's a movement. Right now, the political apparatus and the APS are restructuring our schools in the Carver cluster. And they basically got our children on the slaughter block. And I've been chosen to provide a voice for our folk. Let the puppet master puppets, politicians, double dutching pastors know our children aren't for sale. Nor are we allowing the political and spiritual abuse to go on any further. They're guarded by the Hood Holy Ghost and us, Believing Soldier Battalion. Now, we had our entire Summer Success School entirely mapped out, ready to launch for the entire village. But the moment we had to get 10 toes down, stand up for the needs of our people, the gatekeepers went to work with the weirdness. You know, weirdos do weird things. First, they use their political networks to shut down our mobile youth employment pipeline. Like, why would you block the kids' car wash at Wheels and Tires by Bailey? Did they want our boys broke, desperate, backed into a corner? No other option but going to Family Dollar, getting a case of water, trying to sell them on the belt line to survive? Went along with Craig Simpson's solution. I don't know if it was a non-profit solution and then Best Atlanta way in, but we went on and established the Saturday Carver Cluster Community Coffee and Conversations at Community Grounds Coffee Shop. Set up tables to build the village every single Saturday. But during spring break, I couldn't help it, y'all. I had to bring up the raw truth. That Good Friday, they were talking about eating good, Mary Max, and their 7 last words. But the local elementary school that houses the Parent Resource Center for our middle and elementary school was bone dry. Yeah, I exposed it. Exposed the fact that from then to a month later, our kids and single mothers have been starving even more intensely. The moment we brought up the reality, it unlocked a massive wave of hungry kids that were looking for refuge. Saying, yo, we've been felt like this, but nobody step up that really mean anything. We blew the summer budget, literally feeding our community for the past month. What did the gatekeepers do? Did they step up and help us more? No. Instead of feeding us, the community, they took that old hymn, My God's a Mighty Fortress, literally, and locked the doors. Community Grounds is owned by Focus Community Strategies Ministries, FCS. They pulled out without even paying our daughters for the digital marketing. Like, they got a whole diamond caliber profile, GEO, work done, that entire digital article, all that promotion done on Marvin Nesbitt as a diamond pastor partner set up by Craig Simpson, Simpson Nonprofit, or Invest Atlanta. I mean, the lines are so blurred with these backdoor meetings that these people have. Pull right out. The Friday, let the girls have their event, saying, oh, we're out of town. When we get back, we get right to it. Next week go by. Friday before Mother's Day, they pull the rug out. They tried to crash our entire summer hub. Hype our children up publicly, secretly starved our infrastructure behind closed doors, and then abandon our kids for the summer with nothing, zero, zit, nada. No structure, no safety, no breakfast, no lunch. And when we went out of desperation on Ascension Day to St. Peter's Missionary Baptist Church during their open public food bank just to get some additional food for our starving families, the institutional machine turned aggressive. Eric Thomas, their pastor, the one who plays double agent between the altar and the mayor's office of constituent services, had his deacons act like a mob movie enforcement crew. Y'all see it on Instagram. Surrounding us. Me, literally, threatening me, never step foot on the church ground for food again. Just talking to one deacon. Like, you know, I guess it's the new enforcement crew. Deacon said, yeah, they got rid of the old enforcement crew. Here you go, you done yet? I'm talking to a deacon. Well, you gotta go. All right. Well, why you walking up on me? Why you walking up on me? You see the video when I'm walking in, ain't nobody around. I'm walking out, they go Eric Thomas right there. There go the girl in the last video that we told you was starving in school in the first place. There she go right there. That's him. Yeah, get him. That's the mayor's office. A constituent services faith-based liaison. That's the church that the mayor's in, talking about we got these reentry services and got all these folk. And you like, where's all the black men? That would be overwhelming. You see why? And if you come with anything that look like black men, you see what he got, trying to create a bloodbath. He's starving 15, 16-year-old little boys that got banana clips. They bust your windows out for you lying to their sisters about a safe space. Now here you go again. But you pious with the mayor offering the prayers, but you broke the promise you provided to the kids at the high school on National Prayer Day. Kicking it with Shannon Jones, 3 of their friends get shot. You call a prayer rally, ain't no press around, fuck them kids, drive off right after you spew violence. That's the tape. Why? All because our young men want real access to reentry, entrepreneurship, tech training. I mean, God used us to take a prison ministry behind the wall in 2007. then convert the biggest dope corner in North Philadelphia in the 90s into the Catch Sanctuary for that prison ministry in 2012, Christ Platoon, busting at the seams to this day. These are the same folk who asked how to do community engagement with black males intergenerationally. But the problem is they're connected to these corporate consultants who can't connect because they don't have our language. They speak the king's English to the queen's liking, and then come in our community where they get hundreds and thousands of dollars and millions of dollars of grant money to improve and use their polished language to oppress the people of the community they came to quote unquote help, because they don't speak politics and their performance language. Weird, right? And so, in all actuality, these people don't represent us. They not like us. They not one of us. We don't know them. They drive in and try to use their stale pimp game on our community. Then they drive out. You can tell because they get so frustrated when they being exposed for who they really are, that now they getting violent at the food bank at their church. Imagine that. And so we not engaging in that because our children are watching. They can lock the buildings. They can lock our mompreneurs and our daughters out, but you can't lock out the divine assignment that he placed on this movement. No, we're looking, myself, Coach Brown, on the field, at an overwhelming amount of young men from our community on the field, in the rain, putting in work to be champions. We realize something. God has entrusted us with their development. And regardless of the challenges that we face, regardless of the gatekeepers, we're going to make sure that the children of our Carver cluster community have a focused mindset throughout the entire summer. We're going to utilize technology to provide resources to under-resourced families. So we got 10 weeks of summer vacation. We got the illest character development, success mindset asset on the planet. Our Success for Teens curriculum. It got 8 chapters. It got 4 principles per chapter. That's 32 points of psychological armor. Since the gatekeepers locked the doors, we're going to take the classroom digital every single morning during the 8 weeks to summer break. We're going to teach our students, our youth, how to master success, how to master the matrix line by line, point by point, live from the dean. If anybody else out there wants to tap in, wants to help teach, holla at me. Want to donate? Cash App the Yokies. You know, we fed everybody. Everybody ate. Who paid for it? The Yokies. We could do more with your help. So here's exactly what we're going to break down. Because a lot of folk, they got $4, $5 million grants to develop a new curriculum. We talk about the Success for Teen curriculum. As the Dean of Urban Success University, let's break down what we're going to provide to our youth. There's 8 chapters. There's 4 points per chapter. It's 32 in all. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a chapter a week. Okay? First week, we're going to do chapter 1. Little things matter. Point 1. Little things matter. Small daily choices compound over time. Tuesday, we're going to do point number 2. Knowing what to do isn't the same as doing it. It's how we bridge the gap to execution. Wednesday, week 1, we're going to learn the ripple effect, understanding how single small decisions impact our entire community. Thursday, first week, we're going to talk about making the right choice at the right moment, navigating heavy street situations in real time. Friday, we're going to have a recap. Saturday, we're going to have a success Saturday. We want to have it somewhere with AC, not in the park, because we in the park when they get out of school every day for football practice. But we want to have something. And we're going to have something, because you're going to donate. You're going to go to Urban Success University, click the link, donate your time, treasure, and talents to make it happen. That's chapter 1. Little things matter. Week 2, we're going to go through chapter 2. Attitude is everything. Monday, we're going to do point 1. Your philosophy is key, boys and girls. All right? Shifting what you fundamentally believe about your life. Tuesday, how you view yourself really creates your life. I'm going to have some scripture in there. Y'all already know. Because we're going to get a new perception of God. And God's perception of us, which determines the perception we have of ourselves. It matters. Wednesday, we're going to talk about how you change yourself by changing your philosophy. We're going to walk through that. Take control of your internal script. Thursday, what you think matters. So we're going to start to guard our mindset from negative people, negative words, negative environments. That's week 2. Some of my adults like, hey, can I sign up? Yeah, you can tap in. Week 3, chapter 3. One of my favorites to teach. Using the moment. Your circumstances are not you. So we're going to separate current hardships from your future potential. Bad things happen to great people. It doesn't define you. Tuesday, we're going to talk about the fact that you can't control what happens. You can control your reactions, though. And we're going to dismantle a lot of reactive street mindsets. Wednesday, we in week 3. We're going to talk about stop blaming, because when you stop blaming, you take back power. You're going to claim your personal sovereignty. Like that, though. Thursday, stop waiting for someday, because someday never comes. We're going to defeat procrastination and get you into an achiever's mindset where you start executing immediately. Y'all can download the book, the ebook at urbansuccessuniversity.com, Success Academy. Download the workbook too, because we're going to put that work in. Chapter 4, week 4. Everything starts with small steps, boys and girls. First point, Monday morning. The first steps look harder than it really is. And you're going to learn to overcome fear. You're going to learn that luck is an acronym. Laboring under correct knowledge. There's no such thing as a lucky break. Successful people do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do. So we're going to replace luck with systemic preparation. Wednesday, we turn it up. Can you tell? Make the steps as small as you can. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So we're going to break down massive, massive visions into daily milestones that you can achieve. Start off talking about the first step looks harder than it really is. Well, guess what? The second step is just as important. We're going to teach you how to build a rhythm of consistency because it matters. Week 5, chapter 5, there's no such thing as failure. It's another word for learning. Used to be a baby. You took a step, you fell, took another step, you fell. At what point did your mama say, forget this walk in life, just crawl through life? Exactly. Failure is another word for learning. And so Monday morning, week 5, we're going to talk about the fact that success is built on failure. We're going to reframe setbacks as raw educational data for my young kings and my geniuses, my baby girl geniuses. Tuesday, we're going to talk about the fact that it's all in your heads. We're going to conquer the internal paralysis by analysis, conquer doubt, conquer fear. God didn't give you those. Didn't give you a spirit of fear. Power, love, a sound mind. Other translations say strong discipline. Wednesday, failure creates unexpected opportunities. Me and Coach Brown were talking about it. When we're rushing to get all the resources, rushing to get everybody in one location, it was a logistic nightmare. Now, everybody can pop up online. Everybody can sit back and really take the daily success assignment serious. Because their success is serious. So look at how our failure and trying to rush the process instead of trusting the process created this overwhelming opportunity for us to get serious about your success. You ain't got to rush through traffic. You ain't got to get from here and over there. No, open your phone. Open your tablet. School is over. Welcome to Summer Success School, where we serious about your success. Thursday, failure is just another word for learning. We're going to eliminate a lost mindset, and you're going to adopt optimization, kingdom optimization. Why did Christ come on the earth? To teach you how to be optimally human. When I'm gone, you're going to need even more stuff than me. God comes to provide you a practical example of what's possible. In you. Where's the Holy Spirit rest and rule and abide? In you. Where did Jesus say the kingdom of God was? In you. You get the point. Trying to show you what's in you. Chapter 6. Your habits are powerful. See why we're building successful ones? Monday, we're going to talk about the fact that habits run your life. And we're going to identify subconscious traps that stall your prophetic progress. Tuesday, you don't get rid of habits, you make them serve you. We're going to walk you through designing intentional, constructive, daily habits of success. Wednesday, we're going to take small steps to develop good habits, micro habits for your championship mentality on the field and off. Micro habits for your wealth development, micro habits for your entrepreneurial development, micro habits for your leadership development. Thursday, no, you're not just going to stop that. You don't give up a habit, you start a new one. It's the law of displacement. We're going to break it down for you. Friday, we're going to have a recap. Saturday, Success Day. And then we're going to get to week 7. We're going to talk about being a lifelong learner because you're always learning. Monday, we're going to do point 1 of chapter 7. The earlier you invest in your success, the greater the reward you will reap. Talk about a lot of people want the pie, but they don't want the whole pie. They want a slice. And when you get your slice of the pie, what you going to eat first? The filling or the crust? I'm going to eat the crust first. And that's how life goes. Success for teens is derived from the slight edge. I've been teaching the slight edge for, I don't know, about 20 years now. It comes down to the power of the 1%. Are you willing to do what most people don't do? Because successful people do what most people are not willing to do. So you can do what's easy early and later life gonna be hard. Or you can get the hard work in now and later live the life you deserve. It's up to you. But one way or the other, you're gonna pay the price, early or late, you pick. And so we want you to understand the absolute power of investing in yourself early. Tuesday, we're going to talk about taking advantage of all opportunities and recognizing hidden community assets and resources that you can benefit from. Wednesday, you need a team by your side. You're already learning that on the field with Coach Brown, Coach Steph, rest of the coaches that got your back, that's on your side. But we want to instill these principles so you understand the paramount priority of building trusted networks, as well as identifying the double agents. We see you listening. Thursday, week 7. You gotta set the GPS. Make a wrong turn, adjusting. So you're always adjusting your course continually. I guess I should turn to that. Make your dreams come into reality. You don't get what you want. You get what you picture. God told Rebecca, write the vision, make it plain. So you the runner, you can run with it. You gotta speak what you seek till you see what you say. So we're gonna help you develop the framework for a high definition vision casting for your vision, for your life, the vision for your athletic career, for your entrepreneurial career, for your relationships with your family, so forth and so on. Tuesday, final week. You got to look at it every day. It's the law of absolute focus. Wednesday, people who fail to plan, they fail to play. Or they fail, people who fail to plan to fail. So we're going to structure operations using the kingdom operating system. I'm going to break it down for you. You're going to love it. It's going to bless your life for the rest of your life. So I want you to remember, as we get to the last point, that is Success for Teens curriculum. Only quitters quit. So don't quit on yourself. 10 toes down, beloved. Stand firm on the wall that is your success. Every Friday, as we go through the chapter of the week, we're going to do a comprehensive success recap. Saturdays, We're going to find a way to put together a Success Saturday every weekend. Don't matter if we got to change locations, we got to hit the field. I don't know how we going AC outside, but we're going to meet and get our youth to come together just to talk about their success and what they got from it. Besides online, with some food, some fellowship. You got to do it. We'll do it at the Reverend James Orange Park. And so there is a 30 to 45-minute curriculum for each and every single point. We wrote those out about 17, 18 years ago. I've been teaching them for a while. I don't know if you can tell. And so every morning, we're going to provide this 30 to 45-minute success class. It's going to be made available online for free. So parents, teachers, supporters, independent churches, you need to forward this link to every family in Georgia right now that you know needs to tap their community into something successful that the students can relate to in language that they can understand, that's tried, tested, and true. Go to urbansuccessuniversity.com and you'll see the case study. We impacted over 5 million youth. And so scroll down and click on Success Academy and get enrolled. Not now, right now. Get your youth enrolled so they can secure their login. You can download a free copy of the ebook, even download a copy of the teaching facilitator guide. And a lot of folks don't know how to effectively teach our children. I give you the curriculum, but a lot of y'all learn these points yourself. So you don't necessarily have the language. Don't worry about it. I got your back. I'm on your side. You know, the message of the Messiah hasn't changed. Mama said it's the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. But the messaging has changed. And so, you know, we provide it in a messaging that our urban youth can relate to, understand, and practically apply. And so we're backing this movement citywide, statewide, with our daughter's work. From 2007 to COVID, God allowed me to do 403 paper church business directories, registered 48,000 Christian and community business owners. In Georgia, I did 46 of them. Registered 8,200 Christian and community business owners. 46 paper directories. God used me to build. And I promised each and every single one of those folk, as I stood in their narthexes and their fellowship halls, that it was bigger than just a directory. And so our daughters are circling back around. They're going to be reaching out to the 500 folk that registered from Elizabeth Baptist Church, reaching out to the 500 folk from New Birth Baptist Church, reaching out to the over 400 folk from House of Hope, the over 400 folk from Impact, so forth and so on, and inviting them to migrate their profiles over to the Kingdom Marketplace, the world's first AI-powered generative engine optimized entrepreneurial ecosystem ever built. And we're going to begin to create additional programs and additional hubs to meet the needs of our people. A boycott does nothing for our community. Doesn't create jobs. Doesn't recirculate our dollar amongst our businesses. It just allows the talking heads to try to act like they got some street cred. You know, before they was putting that bread in a basket, my spiritual father, Leon Howard Sullivan, gave Martin Luther King Jr. his select patronage model. It's simple. We withdraw economic support from corporations, for profit and not, that get paid on our hood, don't reinvest in our hood, and show by their actions, not their words, they don't give a crap about our community. And we redirect it to businesses from our community who care about our community and reinvest in our community. The first step in withdrawing our economic support from them and redirecting it to us is having one place where everybody is registered. That's why prior to COVID, we did the paper church business directories when business was brick and mortar. Now that it's click and order, we need a digital ecosystem. It's imperative to rebuilding our community. W.E.B. Du Bois told us that in the Negro in Business over 100 years ago. He said nothing, zero, zip, nada, nothing positive will ever take place in a community that fails to recirculate its dollar. Impossible for us to recirculate our dollar in our community if we don't know who the businesses in our community are. So everybody go to CompleteYourProfile.com and get registered for free so we know who you are, what you do, how you do, what you do, the way you do it, so we can patronize you. You upgrade, 100% of the proceeds are paid to our daughters because they're the ones doing all the digital work. Now me, Coach K, Coach Steph Brown, we don't have $1 million budgets. We don't. Not like them. Can you imagine what two black men, when we did 627 West Clearfield, me and Vaps won, me and Coach Brown. Can you imagine if we had the millions of dollars of grants that these 501c3 gatekeepers have blown away? Wow. Having literally nothing at all to offer our youth on the pavement over the summer. I mean, can you imagine? Our funds are depleted because we spent everything we had feeding the single moms and the children when the school pantry was empty at spring break. That's Easter weekend. God uses me to teach that the most powerful 40 days that Jesus spent on the earth were not the 40 days up to the cross. They were the 40 days after. And so we went from ascension, from Easter to ascension, because it was Ascension Day. It was the 1 year anniversary of the fake Carver cluster. It was May 14th. We went to St. Peter's Missionary Baptist Church on the Ascension Day of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That's when your City of Atlanta mayor, faith-based liaison of the mayor's office and constituent services, was sitting out there having his deacons get violent or attempt to. We fed our children a real meal. The entire ascension period. Nobody gave us a dime. They made pledges and all backed out. Our bus stop buddy, popping. No regrets. Trying to figure out how we can keep it going. Would you help? Yeah, we backed into a corner. But we cannot and we will not walk away from a youth suicide epidemic in our community. And so if you're with our youth, because they the truth, if you with the truth, if you with,
we give you praise, Jesus. Open up your heart and release.
the rebuilding of our Carver Cluster Community Village. If you with assisting us with bypassing the gatekeepers and funding our own independent sanctuary, like we're attempting to do, we got one that we got our eyes on. We need to raise $2,500 a month. Would you help? We could provide real breakfast every morning and afternoon. We could do that with your help. We could provide a safe space with Wi-Fi and AC. We could with your help. We could provide community networking. We could with your help. We could provide digital entrepreneurship and AI classes. We could with your help. Our sons could earn a sovereign income cleaning trash cans and cars with pressure washers via Kingdom Auto Solutions with your help. Our daughters can begin to operate as digital CEOs, showing off their digital brilliance with your help. They're earning 100% of the profile upgrades because they're the one doing the digital and technical work. They can do more work if you help by upgrading. We've poured out. We're not them. We're not coming to you, asking you to put tithes and offerings in a basket for what we hope that we can do. No, the CBFW Yellow Jackets independent football team for how long? #1 in the country.
See this little guy? This is why you're
USU, we just celebrated
and your belly looks
Yolanda Denise King's 19-year ascension on the 15th. We ain't got a grant since. We ain't never got a grant. We had it allotted, but FCS Ministries burned them. Our daughters on their diamond. We had a trailer, 2 water tanks, pressure washer, some other tools. Barely got them locked in the yard, won't give them up. Everybody all smiles for the cameras. Then they turn gangsters and tell us to deal with it. You wouldn't believe it unless we show it to you on camera. Now you've seen it on camera. Will you help? I'm going to get y'all up out of here. Matthew 18, chapter 6, verse. Jesus laid down the ultimate law for anyone standing in the way of a child trying to get to the CBFW Summer Success School in partnership with Urban Success University. He put a face on it. He said, whosoever offend one of these little ones trying to get to me, it'd be better if he had a millstone wrapped around his neck and he'd be dropped in the depths of the sea. It's like Nehemiah and the wall. The wall represents the economic fortification of our people. The wall is going up. And the politicians can't stop it. We want to ask you, in the humblest regard, to help. Choose your lane to back the Carver Cluster Community Coalition. You can send a cash app to the Yokis, $THEYOKIS. See the Urban Success University. You can go to urbansuccessuniversity.com. Scroll down, click whatever you want, however you want, the way that you want it. It like Burger King. Got a business, ministry, nonprofit, Complete your profile. Go to completeyourprofile.com. Parent, elementary, middle school, high school. Go to Urban Success University. Scroll down to the Success Academy. Click the link and get enrolled. Share these links, please. I, Coach Steph, we are committed to positively impacting the lives of our Carver Cluster community kids. Summer 21 to summer 24, Fulton County Big Brothers Anonymous, my brother's keeper, got all the boys together. First and third Saturday. Put them through a rites of passage last 6 months. Most impactful workshop, mental health. And we addressed the issue. The fact that the number one unaliver from 13 to 33 is not teen violence, it's teen suicide. And when I, having invested 30 months of first and third Saturday with our boys, them quantifying and qualifying that I cared, I asked them, with the amazing goals, dreams, and aspirations you share with us, why in the world are you killing yourselves? They said, because nobody cares. May of 2024, May 2nd to be exact, National Prayer Day, I sent over to Carver High School on behalf of Eric Venton Thomas, St. Peter's Missionary Baptist Church, talking about I'm the mayor's faith-based liaison, to pray with the students of Carver. Offer them a safe space at St. Peter's Missionary Baptist Church where they could have AC and Wi-Fi, where he would rope off the outside. They could bring over our basketball court. He was going to get one at full court. Our daughters could work on this project. That's what Eric promised our children in prayer. I graduated those boys June 2024, custom cut suits, historic Auburn Avenue Library. And a little over a week later, 2.5 weeks later, about 3 boys got shot at the Reverend James Orange Park, about a block up the block. 2 of them died. Shannon Jones called a prayer rally, showed up late. Nobody in the park knows him. I gave him an introduction. He rolled his window down. Excuse me for using this language with you. Said, KJ, don't make me get out the car and fuck you up. Use that language in front of our mourning mothers, grandmothers, children, community. At a prayer rally he called, rolled his window up and drove off because no press was there. Our Finch Elementary is the elementary school on the chopping block. It's a 2-block distance. Our Success for Teens curriculum, when you go to urbansuccessuniversity.com, it's the #1 requested resource after school trauma. 3 of your friends getting shot in your elementary school, school trauma. Shutting down the elementary school, school trauma. Bomb scare at your high school the week before you get out of school, school trauma. Got a letter of endorsement from Fulton County in 2011, rolled it out in APS from 2008 to 2013. Why is it so challenging to roll it out now? Because all the money from the political cronies is going into a new curriculum, and we'll look like assholes if we done blew 70% of this $4 million grant from the public education department only to go back to the original curriculum that was never broke in the first place. Y'all just playing the grant game. With our children that are killing themselves because y'all want to play the grant game. Me and Coach Brown are playing the grant game. But there's so many more children. Like, we want to get power washers. We want to open up jobs. We want to do a lot. We have a lot, and they know all about it. And they suckered us in, baited us in, like, oh, we got your back. We're on your side. We feed. The last moment, they pulled the rug out of our mompreneurs, knowing the way it would affect our boys. They want to perpetuate violence so they can sit down and be like, them black boys just about violence. No, we're about real community development and really building our community, we just being taken advantage of by the puppet master puppets. And I've been chosen because I speak the King's English to the Queen's liking, maybe not as well as they do, but look me in my eyes. Can you feel my heart? It's a reason 3,943 days ago, we lost our founder. Yolanda Denise King of Urban Success University. It's a reason she chose me as her dean. When she wanted USU to become an unapologetic voice for our urban youth that couldn't be politically and corporately controlled. Hey, I'm just on my job. Me, Coach Brown, and you. Would you help? Cash App the Yokis, Urban Success University. Support the movement. I mean, you put money in their plate and they ain't got no deliverable. We in the trenches getting it done. On IG, Carver Cluster Community. Carver Cluster Community. And our daughters are building the website out. As soon as y'all help them get a place to work on it at. Got an old laptop, donate it. Old cell phone, donate it. What you can donate, let us know, please. Thank you. As always, plum, pleasing pleasure and a privilege to invest a few moments with you. Hope you view it as time invested and not time spent. I love you almost as much as the Father. On behalf of the Father, have an amazing day on purpose. And never forget that the Father made each and every single one of you amazing on purpose. Love y'all.